Hi guys, and welcome to Ron's Weight Loss Journey, and I'm Ron. Well, if you're new to my community, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member or just watching one of my videos for the first time, would you please feel free to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps other people know that members of my community know that I have a latest video posted, and to know when I have a new video. So today is Monday, April 19th, and it's also Patriots Day, so happy Patriots Day. It is 5:30 in the morning, and I've been up for about a half an hour now. I kind of conked out yesterday around 4 in the afternoon, and I slept almost 12 hours last night. We did a couple of huge walks yesterday, and today is also the end of week 34 on my weight loss journey. This past Monday, we decided to do a third egg fast. So I'll let you know how that goes and what we did and what we ate and everything. So we started the week at 250.9 pounds, and this morning's weigh-in, I was 240. So we started an egg fast on Monday at 250.9 pounds, and our keto results for the end of week 34 was 246.3 pounds. We lost 4.6 pounds for the week. Now that was only for 3 days of egg fasting, and I thought that was pretty good. Had I continued on to the 5 days like I had originally wanted to, I probably would have lost a heck of a lot more. But I mean, I'm happy with the 4.5 pounds. It's still a loss. And so that came out really good. So let's go back to our notes. So day one for activities, we went down to Shoalin Farms, we went down to the reservoir, we walked almost 4 miles that day, and then to kick things off with our egg fast, we made 3 fried eggs, and we made shaffles, and then we had shaffles the rest of the day. After the 3 fried eggs, I was pretty much sick of eggs after the first time I did the egg fast for 5 days. And then the second day, we made the egg bites in the Instant Pot. Those were okay, but again, it's eggs, and I'm just sick of those kind of eggs. And then on the third day, we made and filmed out a recipe with the egg shaffles using just 2 slices of cheese and some eggs and a little bit of everything bagel seasoning and some salt and pepper. And I used Swiss thinly sliced Swiss cheese, one on the bottom of the shaffle maker or the dash, and one on the top of it, after I poured the mixture on top of the first piece of cheese. And those came out nice and golden brown. And then we made a second batch for later on in the week. We're going to be using those for little mini pizzas or for bite-sized snacks. So that came out really well. And so on the fourth day, we had leftover pot roast for the week that we had made Sunday previously, and I went down. I did a lot of walking in the downtown area, and I had Friday. It was one of those unusual early spring days. Friday, we got about 2.5 inches of snow in the area, and it was one of those days where I was just kind of like told my wife, I said, you know what? Why don't we make a nice chicken homemade soup today? And so I bought a rotisserie chicken at our local store that day, and I deboned it and bought a few things of the chicken broth, and I made a nice homemade batch of chicken soup, and that came out really good. And in fact, today is Monday. We're having the leftover of that today, and then tomorrow we're going to be. I'll tell you about how we're going to proceed going forward. So we had a really good week. I did an awful lot of walking and soul searching. I did buy a new pair of shoes. I went down to our local department store, Allen's, over here in Leominster, and they were terrific. I bought a pair of shoes at another place. They were too tight for me, so I brought them back. So when I went down to Allen's, I bought another pair of shoes, and I absolutely love them. They're really comfortable on my feet. And so I've been doing an awful lot of walking this week. Mostly did a lot of downtown walking. What else did we do? We went to Shoalin Farms. We went to the Doyle Estate again. I know it sounds the same old for us, and I even went down to the cemetery one day with my 2 sisters, and I have 3 ones in South Carolina, and I did some photography over in the cemetery area. Did says prayers around my dad's grave and my grandmother's grave and my mom, where my mom is, and so that was really good. And then we did some more walking, and it was just basically a good week of walking. Now, yesterday we hit the 30-mile marker for the month of April. We pushed out actually we hit the 40-mile marker, so we got 10 more miles to walk for the month of April to make our walking challenge for 50. I don't think I'm going to make 100 miles, but the goal is for May is going to be 100 miles of walking. And also, we hadn't got that camera we were talking about yet. We're still, it's the money situation, and it's a lot of money to be given up right now. But, we'll eventually get it. But in the meantime, the mobile camera does just as great job of doing photography. And, so what do we got going on for this coming week? Well, we're going to do a beef and butter fast, because I absolutely love the beef and butter fast. Right now, the prices of meat are outrageous. I bought a family pack of sirloin steak tips at our local store. It was like $32 for that. And so it's got me thinking, since I'm a member of our local BJ's Wholesale Club up here in Leominster, I'm going to go down to BJ's this week and price out the meat up there. And if it's about the same, and I can get a bigger value pack of meat, I'm going to just load up for the meat for the month and just be and I'll be all set. I mean, I want to get the grass-fed beef, but I just can't afford it. It's too expensive. And so we get that going on. Today being Patriots Day, we're looking for new places to explore. So we're going to be going down to Sterling over here in our local city, and a few towns over, and they got a nice walking trail. And I want to go explore different towns and get out there and get some open fresh air. Now tomorrow, Tuesday, is supposed to be gorgeous in the city like today. We are talking about 70-degree weather tomorrow, and I'm just going to be a walking frenzy fool tomorrow. I'm thinking about walking down to Shoalin Farms. Now, usually I drive down there from my house, and it's a 3.5 mile up and 3.5 mile back by driving. And it's all hill going up, and it's all hill going back. So we're just thinking about it, but I'll figure it out tomorrow when I get up in the morning. And if I decide to walk down to Shoalin Farms, I'm not going to go walking through the apple orchard, but I'll just maybe I might walk down to the brown gazebo and just snap out a few photos and just check out and see how far along the trees are as far as the buds are on the tree. And so we get that snow this past week. I was kind of worried that we were going to lose the buds on the trees and not getting leaves and the apples and doing a frost or whatever. But it didn't seem to affect the trees all that much. So I'm hoping this year they get another good crop in the fall. And so it's going. It's just letting you know it's going good. I put out a question about what to get my wife for our 30th anniversary. We'll be officially married for 30 years on April 28th. I don't know what to get her, so probably just going to have a quiet dinner with her somewhere at a restaurant. We did go to bingo up in New Hampshire a couple of times this past month. We hadn't played bingo in over a year since the virus shut down, and we went up with a couple of friends of ours. They were more than welcome to drive down with them, and so I'm just getting to feel how to get back into that particular place that we went. I did win 200 one night. The next night we didn't win anything, but it's got me rethinking about New Hampshire now. Now, a couple of times I've gone down there, I bought their food, and it's all the carb food, and you know what I'm talking about. And so when I do want to go to New Hampshire to play bingo, I'm going to plan and prepare and bring my own food. And that way I won't have to waste my money on their food, and I'll have my own keto-approved meals that I make, and I'll know exactly what I'm going to put into them. Now, Saturday when we went up to New Hampshire, we didn't know if we were going to be going, so when I called my friend Tammy up and Dot, her grandmother, I said, are you going to bingo tonight? She said, yeah. Well, what time you leaving? Well, we're getting ready to leave at 10 minutes from now. And I said, well, at that point, it was like 11 in the morning. And I said, and the bingo don't start till 7. You have to get there that early to get a seat because they fill up. But once they fill up, they don't let anybody else in the hall because of the COVID right now. So I said, all right. So at that point, I had nothing to eat. So we get down to New Hampshire about 1 in the afternoon, and she said, you want anything, McDonald's? And I was kind of reluctant, but I was really, really hungry, so I ended up getting a Big Mac and kind of a little disappointed in myself, and I ate the bun with the Big Mac, and I shouldn't have eaten either one, but you know what? It is what it is, guys. We can't really beat ourselves up too bad, but it just, I'm sure we've all been there many, many times, and I used to think about over the years how badly I abused my body with those foods. I used to work third shift and second shift for many years towards my retirement from work. And when I used to get home at 10 o'clock or 11, in some cases, that used to be my ritual every night. 2 Big Macs, 2 large fries, and a Coke. And yeah, the Rudy too. And if it wasn't 2 Big Macs, it was always 2 quarter pounders, and it was always the double ones, So that's why we had a weight issue over the years, not to mention the bready stuff and all the other junk that I used to eat over the years. But this guy doesn't want to do that anymore. So from now on, when I do go to New Hampshire, and I know ahead of time that I'm going to be going to New Hampshire, I'm probably just going to bring my own food, and I'll be better off, and I'll bring my own drink. And that's the other thing I noticed over there. They had the regular sugar. They didn't have sweet and low or anything over there when I had a coffee. So when I need a coffee, when I want to go over there and buy a coffee, I'm going to bring my own monk fruit and my little packages of sugar because I have too much at risk here. I've worked too hard. I'm very proud of myself for what I've been able to accomplish at my age to get down to I weight right now. This nice new shirt that I have on right now, I picked up this past week at Kohl's, one of our favorite stores. We go shopping, and this is a 1X, and I fit into it pretty good. I bought this shirt, and I bought 3 other shirts as well. And we noticed that the pants my wife bought me about 2 or 3 months ago, they get to be really loose on me, so I'm not going to think about going down to a size 38 on pant size. And this is what I'm saying, guys. I'm really proud of myself. I'm not beating myself up over anything if I have a bad week or anything like that. So what we got going on for this coming week, we're going to go do lots and lots of walking again. I got to tell you guys something. So a couple of days ago when I went up to Shoalin Farms and had a sip of my coffee, I do a coffee cup, be kind. So when I went up to Shoalin Farms, I met this guy. I talked to him on social media, Facebook, I suppose. Are you Ron? Are you that guy that puts all those photographs up every day? And I said, yeah, why? Who are you? And he said, my name is Bob there. I do the balloon rides I was talking to you about last year. And he goes, oh, okay. I said, when are you planning on starting those up again? And he told me probably around the beginning of June. And then he said, would you like to come with me for a balloon ride? And of course I said, yes. And he goes, well, how much is this going to soak me? And he says, for you, probably nothing. I says, just come over. We'll pick a day when it's really nice out. We'll come down here about 3:30, 4 in the morning. We'll set up the balloon, and because it takes a while to fill up with a hot air. And I never been in a hot air balloon, so now I got myself really pumped up. So I'll be videotaping in. I'll see if I can invite one of my friends to come down with me just to help me out to videotape the process and to videotape us on the ground taking off. And then I asked him, I said, well, do you land at the same location when you take off? And I said, and how do you get back to your vehicle? And he says, I said, well, because I'm not walking back no matter where you land. And he says, no. He says, usually what he does is his wife follows him and they tracks him down with a GPS. And so they've done this many times before, so he knows what he's doing. So I said, well, how cool is that? And so when I get that all put together in film, I'll put that up on my YouTube channel and share it with you guys. And I said, well, how many can fit into your balloon, by the way? And he said, well, if he loses some weight, he said probably 3, but right now just 2. So it'll be more likely just him and I. And he told me he thanked me personally because I inspired him and his wife to get out there and move every day. And he told me he had COVID-19 last year and he was in a hospital for almost 3 months. He didn't know if he was going to come out of it. And but I just, I'm so thankful that, he did, and he invited me for a ride. And so I'm really excited. And when I get his information, I'll put all the contact in the tagline. And he does give rides now and then, but he does charge. It's not that much. And so I'm getting excited about that. And coming up on our August anniversary of our weight loss journey, we're going to be doing the skydiving with my aunt. And hopefully she still wants to go up in probably Pepperell there, or Orange, in one of our cities over here in Leominster, close to Leominster. And that'll be on a nice day. I'm thinking during the week, or maybe possibly on the weekend, but I want to do it on my terms. I want to do it on a sunny day, and I don't want a lot of wind that day. And we're still planning on going up to Mount Monadnock, and hopefully we'll meet Jess down there this summer there and say hi to her and her family. And she's the one that for Keto Rewind originally got me involved in losing the weight. After searching the internet, when I first started thinking about doing keto, I came across her website and her YouTube channel and her Facebook support group, Keto Rewind Support. And I've been watched every one of her YouTube channel videos that she puts up. And then a few months back, actually about 4 months back, I came across another great YouTuber, Steffi from the Incredible Shrinking Steffi, and she puts up some really great videos every week, like I do, and everybody else that's involved in trying to help other people. And she has a Facebook support group called the Shrinkables, and so I follow those two YouTubers religiously, and so I just I can't thank everybody enough for helping me and supporting me in my weight loss journey. I'm going to continue to lose my weight. My goal is to get down to 160 pounds. I'm only 46 pounds away from getting down to 200 pounds. I haven't been that low in ages. So right now I have 21 pounds to go before I reach 100 pounds weight loss. And for somebody who's 64 years old, and that'll be a great milestone for me. I think I'm going to use that as a goal weight for the month of May. We got one more week to go for April. It's also at the end of April will be my wife and I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. It'll be 30th year being married. I think her and I are going to probably do a big old night that night somewhere in New Hampshire. I'm thinking I'm supposed to have an ultrasound done that day, and for my I have something going on at my left side, guys. I'm really concerned about it. I'm in a lot of pain almost every day. I don't know if it's kidneys or what, but I got an ultrasound scheduled for the 28th, but I'm going to see if I can push it off because I don't want to do that on my anniversary. And and then the local radio station got a hold of me also. They want to do an interview with me on the 27th, so I'm going to bring my mobile camera with me and set up a little mini tripod, and I'll film out the interview, and I'll share that on my YouTube channel. And so we got that, and we got a lot of walking plans. So we're just like a walking frenzy fool, and I'm continuing to inspire other people to get healthy and continue to put up a good morning quote to help you get through your day. And I'm just a happy-go-lucky guy. I told you guys about my experience with the afterlife when I had a heart attack back in 2012, and I came back, and God gave me another life. Chance at life here on the planet. He said that to me in the voice I heard, do you want to stay here or you don't want to go back? And I said, I can't stay, it's not my time. And then when I figured out why I came back is to help other people to lose weight or to just get healthy and to motivate people. And that leads me to tell you that you guys know that I'm a firm believer in God and Jesus, and I'm not afraid to admit it, anytime I need a prayer, I just pray, and I pump my fist over my heart, and I go like that every day when I get up to thank the good Lord that I got to see another day, spend another day with my family and friends and my wife, and let's have some food on the table and a roof over our head. I'm very, very thankful. I'm not prejudiced. I talk to everybody. I just enjoy making friends. Everybody who knows me, I try to help out as many people as I can as far as anything goes. But again, I'm being asked to do stuff that I know I complain about it. But at some point, guys, like I said, I'm getting asked to do photography again, and I don't get paid for it, and I'm just getting tired of it. Tell me what you want me to do, guys, and should I just offer myself or just say no? I'm a nice guy, and I hate to say no to people, but I want to get paid. People don't understand that. What part don't you understand that I want to get paid for my work? It's not gonna. I know it's not gonna happen when I'm doing the studio while I'm volunteering, because I enjoy that, and I enjoy filming the concerts, and I get that. And I knew that ahead of time, but outside of that, and outside of when I volunteer for the city, I've given it my all for the city, and I want to start getting paid for what I'm doing, and not for the city work, but I'm talking about regular photography. So if you want me for outside the city, I want to get paid for that, and I'm very good at what I'm doing, and I know what I'm doing, and these programs that I'm using, like Adobe Premiere, that runs me almost $60 a month. Some other programs I'm running, I'm spending about $200 out of my own pocket there, for these programs that I'm using for video editing and slide presentations that I put together. It's very expensive, plus my knowledge and time is not cheap. So just remember that when you ask me to do something, and just I might not take it, but at least offer me something, when you want me to do some work for you guys, because there's going to come a time I'm just going to say no, and that's it. I'm getting really disgusted with that. I feel as if people are taking advantage of me because I know what I'm doing, and I don't want to be taken advantage of anymore. But and this is the second time I mentioned this in the previous video. I did the same thing. So I guess oh yeah, we bought that Mojo meter. We haven't used it yet, but and we put out part 1 of unboxing the video and what you get inside. And we're planning on using it this week. And when I use it, I'm going to use it when I start my beef and butter fast. And when I'm completed it at the end of the week, I'll do another strip test. I'll probably do 3 of them during the course of the week, and then I'll get to send off for some more ketone strips. They're very expensive, by the way. So that's why I said I'm going to be using it sparingly. And yeah. So other than that, it's going good, guys. I just want to thank you very much for giving me a chance to put my life out there publicly and to share my weight loss journey with you guys. I hope I inspired you to get out there and lose some weight. We only have 10 more miles to get to that 50-mile challenge. Like I said, we're gonna hit it this week, and we'll wind up at about 60 miles for this month. And May's definitely gonna be 100 miles. Yeah, we're gonna get there in May on the 100-mile walking challenge for May. And if you want to do the May walking challenge with me, I'm thinking about putting a fundraiser up there on Facebook to raise money for charity. And so if anybody wants to join me with that, you're more than welcome, but only if you're healthy enough and you can do that. But if you can't, just do the best you can, and don't beat yourself up if you have a bad day. We've all been there. Steffi from the Incredible Shrinking Steffi and Jesse Freeman from Keto Rewind, we've all been there, guys. But don't beat yourself up over a bad day. So I'm doing good. I'm down to 246 pounds as of this morning on April 19th. Coming up week 35, lots and lots of walking planned, and just continuing with the weight loss journey, beef and butter fast for 5 days, and we'll film that out and we'll let you know how we did. We're also going to be making a pizza in a mug, 1 minute pizza in a mug. That should be pretty interesting. I bet you never heard of that before. But I'll probably even make that later today there, just before I go on to the beef and butter fast. But it just crept me up last night because I told my wife I was just going to lie down and watch TV, and this was at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, actually 3:30 when we got home from walking. I woke up at 5:30 this morning. I says, "Oh my God, I slept almost 14 hours. It must have been all that walking I did yesterday." And this is typically what happens with me when I walk. You know what it is, guys. It's a nice new adjustable bed that I have purchased. It's so comfortable. I can't. It's definitely been a game changer with me, and yeah. So I'm really happy. My back is in a better place. It's just that problem I got going on to my side right now. I think I might have a problem with kidney stones or something like that. But I hate to guess. I'm not a doctor, and again, I put out a medical claim. I'm not a doctor on keto. I just know what works for me, and I suggest do your homework, please. And but I'm gonna let you guys not go. Remember, you guys are amazing. Stay safe. Have a good week. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. Be safe. Be kind. And remember, you guys are amazing.